Merry Christmas from Much Ado About Something.
Good morning. Well, it's Vlogmas day 19. It's day 20. My goodness, it's already day 20. And it's just a few more days, just 5 more days, and it'll be Christmas Day. I'm up this morning just hanging out, petting Cookie. He just took off. He heard me talking, and so he's ran away. I'm going in here and do the Advent tea here. And I'm going to enjoy this morning. I'll have all 6 grandkids today. What a blessing. How blessed I am today to be able to love on those little kids and be able to enjoy Christmas early. It's a cold morning, but the heater feels good, and I am thankful for everything that I have. Thankful for this beautiful morning and for the holidays that's coming up and getting excited about them. Getting excited about celebrating and enjoying my time with the people I love. Well, it's day 20. It's the 20th of December, and you know what that means. It means Vlogmas day 20. It is flying by. Just 5 more days and the big day's here. I've got to get up and get started. I cannot enjoy the morning any longer. I've got things going on today. Got to get ready for the day. I've made a slight change in my routine. I'm no longer using coconut oil to wash my face. And it's not because I had any adverse side effects with my skin that I quit using it. It's because it clogs up the drain. When I was using the solid coconut oil, and when you heat up your cloth and you get it on there, and wash your face, it liquefies. But when you wash it down the drain, it solidifies if you use the solid coconut oil like that I was using. And I think that played a part in our drain stopping up. So now I'm just getting this face wash right here. It's called Purpose. I've got this sticker over it, but it's called Purpose Gentle Cleanser. And I'm getting that from Walmart. And so that's what I've been using instead of the coconut oil that I was using to clean my face. Now, I like this just as good. This is just as good. It's not as natural, but it is mild, and it doesn't have too many ingredients in it. And it'll be just fine. It's cold. Cold weather sets in. My skin dries out. I don't know about yours. I don't know if it's the heat. I'm not sure why it gets drier in the wintertime, but it does. One of the first things I do when I get up in the morning is I just brush my teeth, wash my face, moisturize my face, and get ready for the day. This morning's moisturizer is just jojoba oil. Nothing fancy. Just simple jojoba oil. Which is really a wax. It's not really an oil. It's a type of wax. But it makes a good moisturizer for the day. It gets away that dry feeling and moisturizes all of the spots nicely. And now I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go for the day. I've got chili beans going in this pot. They'll be ready here in a bit. I haven't got them spiced up yet. The beans are still cooking. So that'll be my hot pot for the day. But I do have things pulled out of the fridge to make soup with. And I'll also be making a pot of soup. And we'll eat those over the course of the next few days. I've been chopping up celery for the soup and for a few other recipes. My celery I bought this ready to go, and I'm just going to chop it up and freeze it today. So I've got that sitting out here. I'll go ahead and start the water and get ready for the tea. Get myself going this morning. I'll get this celery chopped up and frozen so I can use it. I won't let that go to waste. Definitely going to drink out of this Merry Christmas mug today. And let's see what tea we've got. It is the 20th. Right here in the middle. And it looks like we got another delicious black tea, which you know is one of my favorites, especially in the morning. And I don't smell any peppermint this morning. It looks like just a really good Earl Grey. There will be the hustle and the bustle of the holidays coming up. I'm going to try to slow down and enjoy every minute. We'll get our good Earl Grey steeping. Now, I in no way, shape, or form think that I'm going to be able to get a lot done today because I'll be having the 6 grandkids. I don't get much done when they're here except loving on them, maybe teaching them a little bit and enjoying my time with them, help them make some memories so they can remember Grandma. So that's something that I'll be doing around. I'll have to feed the animals and do the regular chores. I've got the chili beans. I've got that hot pot. I call it a hot pot. When I fix a big pot of chili beans or soup or something that we can probably eat for lunch and dinner. And so I'll have that going, and that'll be something that I can go to and know that there's a meal there, and I don't have to worry about cooking them a lot. Now the kids will probably want eggs when they get here, so I'll probably make them some eggs, maybe some pancakes or something, you know, that they enjoy. But there's something done if things get hectic. So that hot pot is there. It'll be on this stove most of the day. These chili beans will be cooking, and it'll be ready for lunch, and we'll be enjoying those. I'll probably make cornbread too, because with my husband, if I make pintos, if I make beans, then I need to make cornbread, because that's a combination he really enjoys. So I'll be doing that. If you want to know how I make chili beans, I've got a video on my channel, how I make chili beans, and it's a delicious recipe. And if you want to know step by step how I make those chili beans, then feel free just to go to that video, and it'll guide you through the exact way I make chili beans. It's spring break, so the kids get here fairly early. You know, for the next 2 weeks, I'll have kids fairly early, and I'll have them for longer than I usually do. But that's okay. I plan for that every year. I do have to wrap some gifts. I'm not going to show you that. I'm pretty sure you know how to wrap gifts. And I don't like to watch people wrap gifts, so I'm not going to make you watch me wrap gifts. But I do have some gifts to wrap today. Got a few things that I got to get going. I've been watching videos, and I've been seeing posts, and people are saying, I've got it all done. I got it all done. I got all the shopping done, all the wrapping, got it all done. I do not have it all done. I'll be honest with you. I don't have it all done. I hope it gets done. But if it doesn't, then it'll just carry on after the Christmas day. For me, I'm not going to rush through all this stuff. I'm not going to exhaust myself trying to get this imaginary goal line done. I've got a lot of things going on, and so I'm going to take care of those first, and I'm not going to stress whether I got it all done or not. But I'll just be honest with you, I do not have it all done. I have gifts that are not wrapped. I have gifts that are not even been purchased yet. And there's time is running out. But if I don't get it before Christmas, well, then that just means there'll be more Christmas after Christmas, right? Are you like that? Do you have everything done before the big day, or are there still things that you wished you had got done? I fall in the later category. I used to be on a time schedule where I felt like I had to get everything done before this certain date, but now I'm free from that. I just do what I can when I can do it, and I'm a lot happier that way. And my mind is already calculating when I'll be able to take the Christmas tree down and all the decorations. Isn't that terrible? There are people that hate to take them down because they love to see the bright lights and they love to see the Christmas tree. But I love to put it up and I enjoy it when it's here. But I'm so ready to get it down because I guess I'm limited in space. And I'm just ready to get it down so I can get that space that it takes up back. And I love to decorate, but I'm like trying to think of better ways to pack all this stuff back up and store it back. I think I've gotten more like that as the years have gone by. Used to, I just really enjoyed decorating, and I loved to leave it out for as long as I could, and enjoy every minute of it. But after the day after Christmas, or just a few days after Christmas, I'm ready to pack all this stuff back up, ready to get the space back and be able to clean around it easier and put it up and wait for the anticipation of it for the next year. Good tea, hot tea, but very, very good. Been enjoying my teas this Advent. Of course, that's not unusual for me to have a cup of tea every morning, but what is unusual is that it's a surprise that I don't know necessarily what I'm going to have. In that Advent calendar, I'm not sure what kind of tea that I'm going to have. Probably for breakfast this morning, I'll probably have a couple of eggs and just have that for breakfast. I am trying to cut out sugar, which goes to why I haven't baked anything for Christmas. Normally, I would have baked some things for Christmas, but I did not want to be tempted to eat the sugar, and so I didn't bake any cookies. I usually make a fruit cake. It's got very expensive to make those fruit cakes. It's $30 or more to make the fruit cake, plus it takes about 2 hours for it to put it all together and to bake it, so I didn't do that this year. I usually do that and take a fruit cake to my ladies' fellowship group, but circumstances didn't allow for me to do that this year, and that's okay. It's still a good year. I'm still really enjoying the holidays, enjoying the time with my loved ones, not stressing over what I didn't get done or what I couldn't do. I'm just focusing on what is here. And, you can make a simple, good breakfast of pancakes or waffles for your family on Christmas or the days leading up to Christmas and make them special. Have a good cup of hot chocolate or tea or coffee and enjoy the time together. It doesn't have to be set in stone every year. So I'm giving myself grace. I'm relaxing through this year, not stressing about anything, trying to put the important stress where it's really mattered in today's world. I'm trying not to focus so much on the little things that nobody really pays attention to, and enjoy the big things, the time together, because we never really know how much time we've got together, do we? So we appreciate what time we do have. Now, it's it can be overwhelming. There are a lot of people that are lonely at this time of the year. And if you're lonely, I hope that you reach out or somebody reaches out to you. And you can always watch YouTube. There's a lot of good stuff on YouTube that'll ease your loneliness. I think it does. And have as best the time of the year as you can possibly have. Enjoy the season. Try not to stress about anything that doesn't matter. And just be good to yourself and be good to others. And sometimes that looks different for each one of us, doesn't it? Sometimes the kitchen needs to be loaded with sweets and cookies and all the things that you make at Christmas, cakes and pies. And sometimes it just means a quiet time of the year where you're not doing any of that and just enjoying a cup of tea. That's what it's going to look like for me this year. First of all, we don't need to be eating all those sweets, and if they're here, we'll be tempted. We can give them all away, but there's so many people that are so loaded with them already that it's not really that advantageous to do that. I know my children all have their favorite things and are doing their favorite things for the holidays, so I'm not making anything special to eat. Our time will just be spent being together. Hopefully that'll be the best part. Well, I just wanted to share with you a little bit about that because I know everybody's circumstances are different. I love to watch people bake. I love to watch them bake for the holidays. I just don't want the temptation in the house this year. I have dealt with some health issues, and Donald has some health issues, and we're just going to take as best care of ourselves as we possibly can. One of those includes cutting sugar out of our diet, which is a sad thing because sugar is beautiful and it tastes great and it's wonderful. But too much sugar can really wreak havoc on your body. And in an effort to get a control of that, we're just going to cut it completely out. And so that's how it's been for us. But we've still enjoyed a lot of good things in life. We've enjoyed salads and, things, just getting used to things that don't have sugar in it. And that's been, I notice it more at the holidays. I notice, the urge to have sugar or the occasion to have sugar is much more prevalent around the holidays. There seems to be a sweet treat at every stop. And, if it's affecting your health and you know that you can't do that, then that's something that we've had to cut out. We've had to cut the sweets out for the holidays, and we're okay with that. It's working out okay. We'll figure out other things to celebrate with that are just as enjoyable and doesn't wreak havoc on our health. Well, that's a little tidbit I put out there, just a little difference for us this year that we're not, consuming sweets, and, we're trying to cut those out of our diet. And even on the holidays, we have to stick to it. And that don't mean we can't have a piece of cake or a piece of pie or one treat here or there. It just means that, we've got to be very careful with that and the effects that it has on our bodies. So we're just choosing not to deal with a lot of sweets this year, and that includes me not cooking a lot of sweets. So that's a little thing that's going on this year. It's getting cold. Of course it should. Tomorrow's the first day of winter. December 21st will be the first day of winter for 2023. So we've got to get ready for that. It's colder. Time to keep the heat on, and, bills will be higher in ways because of that. So we'll have to plan for that and kind of be careful with the budget this winter. And that's a struggle in itself, isn't it? I still got to get January calendars. I've got to get those calendars and get some things made up for the coming year, get some plans made. Maybe we can do that together. Maybe I can share that with you in the year coming up. Just budgets and goals and plans. And then we try to stick to them throughout the year. I'll have a pantry challenge coming up in January. I usually do that with Three Rivers Homestead, Jessica from Three Rivers Homestead. I usually love to do that pantry challenge, and that really helps a lot. You're not spending any money on groceries for the month of January, and then you're cleaning out and eating some things that you've stored in your freezer. I love to do that. That's something that's coming up in January, And then there's the no spend month. I haven't determined which month is going to be my no spend month for the year of 2024 yet. So that's coming up. I'll be planning that. I love to do a no spend month. I've done it for years. And I try to let you know how that goes. Sometimes I fall off of that wagon. The no spend month, there are things that pop up that I just can't resist, and I try to share those with you. What makes me break that no spend challenge. So that'll be coming up in the months ahead. There's a lot of good things coming up. I mean, you know, right now in January, when January gets here, that's when we'll start planning for spring's garden, what we'll have out in the garden. Now, our little garden, it really put out last year, and we were really grateful for what we put out there, but we didn't plant it really well, and I hope to do a lot better this year. I hope to do a lot better out there in that little backyard garden than I have done in the past. So I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to making plans and sharing that with you and shopping for that if we need anything. I think this is the year I need to start using some of the seeds up that I've got because, you know, those things do not keep forever in the way that I've got them stored, and I need to go ahead up and use some of what I've got. I tried to do that last year, but I did end up going to the little greenhouse up here that's not far from our house and buying some things because I just couldn't resist. All of their stuff looks so great. I am going to work a little bit harder on my herb gardens this year. If you've been around and you've watched my channel, then you know I love herbs. Use those herbs on a daily basis in one way or another. And so I am going to pay more attention to my herb garden this year than I did last year. And that's something that I'm looking forward to. Thank you for letting me share my status that I do not have it all done for Christmas, for the holidays this year. Thank you for letting me share that status with you today. I hope that you're doing great. I hope that you enjoy yourself through the holidays. You give yourself grace. Take it slow and easy. And don't rush by it. Wherever you're at, be all there and enjoy your holidays. Now, I'm going to do the best I can, and if I don't get it done, well, for the next Vlogmas, I'll share with you my progress. But hey, if we don't get it all done, we're not going to sweat the small stuff, okay? Thank you for joining me today, and like always, until next time.